Hey guys, what's going on? I got this question this morning and I wanted to go ahead and answer it for you. As new potential candidates, and I know a bunch of you are applying for jobs with NS at the moment, congratulations. I wish you the best of luck as you go through the process. But I think it's important for you guys to understand sort of what's expected of you as you head forward and to shine a little bit of light on what that process is like, especially because I went through it. So that being said, when you get the okay and they say, yes, we'd like to continue on with this process and consider you for the position, they'll start you off with a phase 1 interview, which is a pre-recorded question that you have to send in. This is a filtering process and it's done by a system called HireVue. Now, HireVue will send you a link. You'll log in. It'll give you a video of exactly what the position entails, what's expected of you as an employee, the challenges of the position, and then you'll get a bunch of multiple choice questions that you'll answer. Very, very straightforward stuff. Outside of that, you'll also get one question that'll be asked that you'll have to give a pre-recorded response to. So that question, from what I can see and from what I understand, is pretty similar or the same for everybody. I was able to log back into mine, so I just wrote it down. What from your past experience has led you to believe that you'll be successful in a job with this challenging lifestyle? So that's the question. Essentially, it's a filtering mechanism for them to understand, can you handle the position? Can you handle the change? And do you have any experience that would lend to this position? So to kind of explain that, if you've ever had a job that has required any safety values, put that in there. If you have any experience with safety, implementing safety, making sure safety is your number one priority, make sure it's in your answer. Outside of that, they're also looking for the fact of your previous work experience that would lend to this. Have you been in the military? Have you been a police officer, a firefighter? Have you come from an industry that required shifts? Have you ever done manual labor before? Even though there's not a ton of manual labor with this, you do have to have some abilities as you head on. So put that information in there. And the rest of it is just a standard interview question. It's just your personality. Why do you think your personality lends to this kind of lifestyle? So that being said, this particular process used to be done with giant hiring sessions. They would basically bring hundreds of people to a conference room in a hotel. They'd bring you in and they'd give you a 7 to 10 minute pitch on all of the awful things about this job and what the challenges are that you're going to face with your family. They'd go through that and then they'd basically break and say, go call your family member, your wife or your husband or whatever. Explain this to them and make sure that this is what you want to do. That's the first filter. Then after that, they bring them back and do a first round interview with things like this. They'd go through that process with everybody. Then you'd head out to lunch. If you came back, on the door, there would be a list of potential candidates and the ones that they selected. If your name was on it, you were good. If not, you came back in 6 months and you tried again.